What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over what you should expect to be coming to the game in Fortnite's new Mortal Kombat update, which is going to be dropping this Tuesday on April 1st. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, find it helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, and comment down below what you think of Fortnite's upcoming Mortal Kombat update. And Fortnite themselves has actually posted a trailer and a blog post going over what we should expect in this update. There likely will be more content, though, because typically these Fortnite blog posts don't cover every single little detail or every single little aspect in an update. For starters, we're going to be getting 3 new landmarks. There's going to be the Pit, the Living Forest, and the Deadpool POI, or landmark, sorry. The difference between landmarks and POIs is POIs are often large locations on the map that are named when you look at the map. This is going to be things like Masked Meadows, Magic Mosses, brutal boxcars, these type of things. Landmarks are typically smaller locations on the map, and while they do have a name when you enter the location, it isn't like actually a named spot on the map. The size of these can vary though. Sometimes they can be kind of like decent mini POIs, and then sometimes they can be pretty much nothing. On the current map, Lovely Lane is a landmark that's outside Whiffy Wharf, and this is a small little neighborhood with a decent amount of loot. And it's not a bad landing spot at all, right? On the flip side of this, though, there's also landmarks like Dashy Dash, which is like a building outside Seaport City. And it's just one building with not much loot at all. And it wouldn't really be, exciting or noteworthy if this got added to the map. So expect that type of thing with these landmarks. Just smaller like references to Mortal Kombat, not a full-scale POI. If they are, decent size, that's great, but I'm expecting them to be on the smaller size. And then the Deadpool landmark has green water, and a lot of people have looked at this and been like, oh, the dashes are coming back. I would love for them to. I think that'd be great, but I don't expect that to be the case. I think it's just a reference to a stage in Mortal Kombat. What will be at these landmarks, though, is going to be the Scorpion boss. He will be found at one of these landmarks game to game. I think where he is at in your match will kind of vary. Similar to how Fletcher Kane, where he is on the map changes game to game, but you can see him when you're on the bus. I expect a very similar thing with Scorpion. You can find him at one of these landmarks, and when you eliminate him, you will get his mythic combat kit and a medallion. The combat kit or gloves seemingly will function somewhat like a combination of the Hades chain and firebending. The Hades chain had an aspect where you could grab people and pull them towards you. And a lot of people referenced Mortal Kombat and made jokes about like, get over here, which is what Scorpion says in the game. They made references to that with the Hades chain. And then also it looks similar to firebending in the sense that it has a melee component that's fire. And even the combination of melee attacks that we see from the trailer seemed very similar to the firebending item that we had in Chapter 5 Season 2. So that's what I'm kind of expecting. A combination of Hades chains and firebending. A melee weapon that allows you to pull people towards you. A lot of people, don't like the melee weapons, but I think this season the bat will probably still be king. And if you pull people towards you, you really run the risk of them just charging a bat and then, sending you flying potentially to your death. So we'll have to see how this plays out, but I don't know if grabbing people will just be the best play. Scorpion will also drop the First Blood Medallion, which makes your first shot from any weapon's magazine explode when it hits an enemy. Assuming this gives bonus damage, like that would be the whole point of it. I think it would be best with weapons that already deal high damage in a single shot, like the shotguns, the mammoth pistol, and the sniper. With how easy it is to keep the sentinel pump loaded, since you can reload one shell at a time, anytime you get any sort of break in a fight or you're playing off cover, you can easily put a new shell in the sentinel pump, no problem. I think the sentinel pump will play very well with this medallion because of that. Like if the fight allows, you could just get constant first shot, fully loaded explosive damage. We don't really know how much extra damage this will be, but any amount will probably be, somewhat beneficial in a shotgun fight especially. And then I also think this would be quite good with the mammoth pistol. Since the mammoth pistol only has one shot anyways for the regular version, you would basically be getting value from this medallion on every shot and turning the regular mammoth seemingly into a much better version of the exotic. One problem or one thing that a lot of people don't like about the exotic is that it does have like travel time, whereas the regular mammoth is hit scan. And I doubt this medallion is going to transform your weapon into having travel time for the first shot only. So I think the weapons will still be hit scan, and that would make the regular mammoth have more damage than the explosive, be hit scan, and, you know, get that bonus damage as well. So I think the mammoth pistol will combo great with this. The sentinel pump will combo great with this. The heavy impact sniper, if that comes back into the loot pool while this medallion is in the game, I think could also be quite good. Like that exotic one that already did a lot of damage, getting even more damage per shot would be great with that. For regular ARs or like SMGs, I don't think this medallion would be that good. Like getting one extra shot to do extra damage in a weapon that mostly just spams bullets over time, I don't think will do too good. But the hard hitting single shot weapons like the pump, the mammoth pistol, and the sniper, I think will get a lot of value out of this medallion. There will also be a regular Scorpion Kombat Kit that you can find in chests. Like there will be normal ones. It's just the mythic one you get from eliminating the boss. Right now, we don't really know the difference between the mythic and the regular one, but I would expect it to be like a slight durability upgrade on the mythic, and then maybe a little more damage. I don't think it'll be like a night and day difference. Maybe there's more charges if the weapon has that, but it's not like it's going to be a completely different item. The boss Scorpion, his combat kit, and the medallion will not be in tournaments, but the new landmarks will be. So, yeah, if you play tournaments, that's something that's worth noting for you. There will also be quests associated with the Mortal Kombat as per usual. I'll have the initial ones on screen now, but most of them are just, you know, do things with the new Mortal Kombat items or interact with the new boss, and then you'll get some bonus XP from completing the quests. If you are, you know, struggling to level up the battle pass, that'll definitely be helpful for you. I said earlier that Fortnite doesn't always include every single aspect of and every single change in their blog posts, especially when they do it ahead of time for an update like this. And so this wasn't mentioned in the blog post, but there was also a lot of news about a Mortal Kombat LTM coming to the game during this season, and a lot of leaks specifically for that LTM. And one thing that's worth noting is the getaway at LTM is supposed to leave on April 1st, which is when this update drops as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Mortal Kombat LTM ends up coming out, you know, with the Mortal Kombat update. And this should be a mode with only the Mortal Kombat items as weapons. So the Sub-Zero Kombat Kit and the Scorpion Kombat Kit would be like the only main weapons in this LTM, a melee only mode. And then there will be 3 boons exclusive to the LTM. We currently know about 2 of them, but not what the third one is. One of them will be Icy Feet, which gives you the icy effect while sliding. And then the other will be Zero Chance, which gives you dashes when you break an enemy's shield. I don't know how that would play with only melee weapons. I really liked Zero Chance when it was an augment in Chapter 4, and I wish this boon would come to the game now. But either way, those boons would be exclusive to the mode, seemingly. And there will also be some unvaulted items for this mode as well, like the Void Mask, the Chiller Grenade, the Ice Creams, and the Grapplers. But I believe the only real weapons and the only way to consistently eliminate people would be by using the 2 like Mortal Kombat items. You could like ice people off a mountain and cause them fall damage, but as far as the main regular weapons go, it seemingly will only be those 2. And this LTM does not sound like something that I would be super interested in, but I think it's a good thing if they do end up making this, because a lot of people will probably enjoy playing it and have fun playing it. Especially if you are a Mortal Kombat fan or you're somebody trying to complete the Mortal Kombat quests, having a mode where like only those items are usable makes that a bit easier, and it also is just very different from the regular game. This is something that I thought they should have done with the Avatar update last year, but they didn't end up doing it. But if you think back to the Avatar items, we had like the water bending as a ranged weapon, earth bending for cover, air bending for mobility, and then the fire bending as like a melee weapon. So you had like every kind of category of weapon, you know, close range, cover, mobility, and then a ranged weapon. I think an Avatar item LTM would have been pretty interesting, but they didn't end up doing that for whatever reason. This season, they are doing a Mortal Kombat LTM, or it's rumored they're doing a Mortal Kombat LTM. I think a lot of people will really enjoy that. Let me know down in the comments below what you're most excited to see and most excited to use in this update. Mine would definitely be the First Blood Medallion, and then also the new landmarks. If any of them are like decently sized, map changes are always something that I look forward to in Fortnite updates. So those would be what I'm most excited for, but let me know down in the comments below what you think of this and what you're excited to see. As always, if you did enjoy this video, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.